Yes.
Did you meet Brooke and talk to her?
Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit.
She's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. Everybody over there was super sweet. I didn't get a chance to look up any pictures or anything of the venue before we went, but I was like, wow. We just walked in and we were just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a really cool room.
Well, everybody that is down there is a musician too, so they kind of know how to treat you guys.
Yeah. How did you find out about us? I saw you message us through our website, but I was like, how did this person find us?
Well, I try to keep my eyes and ears open, because, well, when I first started, it was impossible to find people. I was going to bars and stuff all the time, handing out flyers. There, I do this. And that was in the 80s. No internet or anything at that time. But now it's easier to find. And I saw you were playing at with John Taylor with Bishop Hill. So that's how I saw your name. So
Awesome. Yeah. That'll be a fun show. This reminds me of my freeform college radio days.
Yeah, I started doing this show in 1986, and the radio station was way out in the country at that time. We just moved in town about 6 months ago.
Oh, okay.
But I worked for 4 different owners. All 4 owners said, yeah, we're going to move the studios in town, so we're right among everything. Okay, cool. Well, this is the first time that it finally happened. And that's because they found out that they'd have to run all the cables and everything. It was going to cost like $35,000 just to move in town. We'll put that on hold. But now they've got, what is it?
No worries.
The internet, the glass cables.
Yeah, the fiber optic cables. There you go, cool.
That's the word. Yeah, fiber optic. So we were able to move in town without, all that mess going on. But yeah, it's been fun being here, because you can actually have something delivered or run up the road or do whatever. Out there, you were miles away from anything, so kind of a pain.
It's 4 to 6 songs, correct?
Yeah. Okay. It just depends how much talking we're doing.
Okay. Cool. Kick it off with Bullet like we always do. Sure. And then maybe do Live on Pretty Words and Pretend. How to go and get our money's worth from the Lord Beth. And Boyfriend, Brooklyn Lady. Sure. Just kind of flow with it. Yeah. Also play kind of whatever comes up with the subject. Yeah, okay. Start with Bullet. Cool. Yeah. I don't have to. I want to take it. Yeah. That's okay. I'm going to be done and coming back. When I visited my college boyfriend's hometown, I hit my forehead on a kayak in his garage, and so I had a scar. It was rough. I'm very embarrassed.
Oh, that's a quick end there. That was California Don Jim Viner's incredible B3 band out of Iowa City. Before another Iowa City guy who no longer lives there, he's living in Los Angeles these days. Preacher Boy did The Belly Down. The Belly of Down, excuse me. The Belly of Down. The Unidynes Clinton, Iowa band did Look at You Now. And Alma Drake, also from Iowa City. 3 Iowa City people in that set. Down to That River. I'm Billy Rose. You're listening to Midwest Review on MAC FM 94.7. It comes to you from the Wild Rose Casino and Hotel Studio and brought to you by the Block That Rocks, Savannah, Illinois. Normally, the show would be done, but this week I've got live guests in the studio. So we're going to talk to them in just a minute. I got to do the legal ID and get that all taken care of. I'll be right back. So I'm not even going to shut off the mics or anything. We're just going to do it. Here we go.
We try to make everyone happy. MAC 94.7. We play everything. MAC 94.7 FM, KMCN Clinton, Iowa. Our Central Broadcasting Station.
All right. I'm here live in the studio. Excuse me while I clear my throat. And I've got guests. Hi, guys.
Hi, Billy.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome to Midwest Review. Welcome to Clinton. This is your first time in Clinton, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I had not heard of Clinton personally until he reached out. So thank you for introducing us to this lovely little town.
Never heard of it?
I don't think so. I told my mom that we were going to make a stop in Clinton under what I assumed was the context of Iowa, and she thought I was talking about Illinois. She was like, that's the other way. What are you going to do there? I was like, no, girl. Clinton, Iowa.
Years and years ago, I used to work at a gas station right off the Illinois bridge, Highway 30 bridge, and this trucker came in one time and he says, where's this place? And he hands me a paper, and I go, I have no idea what that is. I don't know anything about it. And he said, well, it's in Clinton. This is Clinton, right? I said, yeah. And I look at the paper again, and it said Clinton, Illinois.
Oh, no.
And I said, I got bad news for you. I go, you're a long way away from where you need to be. And he says, what? What do you mean? I said, this is Clinton, Iowa. The minute you came across that bridge, you were in Iowa. And he goes, well, I just looked on the map and it said Clinton. I said, well,
wrong one. Yeah.
Yeah, but the river, that's the cutoff. So he was kind of perturbed, But I can't blame him. He had a long drive to go. And he said, oh, no, I'm going to be late. Sorry, guy.
I hope he got where he was going.
He was coming from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
He looked, straight Chinese.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. Now that I've got live guests here, my throat is starting to act up here. I've got Emily the band live here in the studio. Now, the band name comes, I'm assuming, from Emily Antonacci.
Yes, Emily Antonacci.
Antonacci.
Super close. It's more common than you think. No worries.
Sorry.
No problem.
Anyway, you're the lead singer, lead uke player.
Yep.
And primary songwriter. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you've got a couple band mates, and who are they?
This is Cameron Proctor.
Hello.
What do you play, Cam?
I play guitar and melodica, and I sing backup vocals, and I help songwrite sometimes.
Okay. And
What's your name?
I am Abby Haste. I play drums, but today I'm on cajon for our little acoustic set.
Abby Haste.
Yes.
Okay. Well, welcome, guys. I'm glad you're here, and I'm hoping everybody out there will be glad you're here. So, anyway, how did you get together as a band? I mean, how long have you known each other? I guess is the first question to ask.
That's right.
Oh, I can start this one.
All right.
Okay. So I've known Emily and Abby, both of them, for quite a while. Emily and I met going to high school together, but technically we met before that. Actually, we actually met coincidentally at a summer camp that I was at. I think I must have been 15 or something. I'm 21 now, and I had this individual run up behind my back, saying my full government name, Cameron Proctor. And I was so scared. But it was Emily. Emily just recognized me, but I didn't recognize her, unfortunately, because...
What did I recognize you from, Kimmy?
Oh, well, of course you recognized me because when you recognized me from when I was in a musical, and it was Seussical musical, and I was playing the Cat in the Hat. So it was a bit of a celebrity moment, honestly. Like, Emily recognized me, the Cat in the Hat, but I didn't recognize Emily, and then we just became... I was a little scared, but after that, we became friends. And then I've known Abby for a hot minute, pretty much since the same age, 15 or 16. We have this other band that we've had for a while, me and Abby, called the Blank Stares. It's a little experimental, a little more intense sound. And we met Abby going to a Battle of the Bands in Princeville, Illinois, and there was a talent show before, and Abby was just up there playing the drums alone, and it was amazing. And we were like, Abby, consider joining this band, and she did, and now Abby's a part of a lot of the projects that I'm in, and is a great drummer for Emily the band too, so we work on a lot of stuff together.
So is there a big difference, or somewhat of a difference, I'm assuming, between working with the Blank Stares and Emily the band?
I would say so, yeah. It's just a totally different vibe. I mean, I always like to say there's kind of a reason why you'll find some musicians are in multiple bands. It's because here, I think me and Abby get an outlet to express a lot of our ideas that we want to play with more of like a pop or alternative pop sound. But with the Blank Stares, we're able to kind of dive into more experimental kind of intense stuff, and it's really fun to do both. And I think Abby would agree. I think it makes you a more versatile musician to get involved with as much as you can.
And you have another gentleman in your band. He's another guitar player, isn't he?
Yeah, in the Blank Stares, we have our friend Josh. Yeah, he's wonderful. Emily is actually not in the Blank Stares. Our friend Josh is, and we're also
Emily is a manager or something?
Yeah, I guess I'm a lot less involved than I used to be now that I have this band going, but I used to do like social media and photography for the Blank Stares, but we typically have more Emily the band gigs because Josh went to Milliken for 4 years. So the Blank Stares weren't as active, and Emily the band started in that time. So, yeah.
Yeah, we try to help each other, like both projects try to help each other out. We've played a lot of, it's been great. We've had a lot of places that'll book us together because we're pretty much the same lineup, and switching us over from like a sound engineering perspective is super easy. So we kind of try to support each other as much as we can. Like that's what's really fun about having two bands. It's like you kind of get to be like buddies, and places that book you sort of get this nice little 2-for-1 deal.
And it's, go ahead.
So I listened a little bit to some of the Blank Stares, and it's very much different than Emily the band. So when they book you together, do they realize that they're getting two totally different sounds, or?
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's usually not a problem. It's nice when people want a little bit of something different, you know, a nice little combo platter of music.
Well, that's a good way to put it. A combo platter. Oh, well, so were you all playing individually, or did you start as a band? I mean, sorry, I can't answer the phone right now. I'm here.
Oh, do people call into the show?
Sometimes.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Well, they
mom.
called, but I can't put them on the air.
Oh, I
That's
see.
the problem.
That's so sad.
Wow.
And I can't answer because they'll hear me.
I'm kind of curious what they want to say, but anyway, to answer your question, so this kind of started as my solo project back in 2019. Cameron and I like played a few gigs together over the summer, and then I almost fell off my stool is what just happened there. And then recorded my first ever recorded music piece in studio called Messy. And then I went off to the University of Illinois for a bit, and then the pandemic hit that spring, and I wanted to record more music, and decided that business school was not for me. I wanted to be a pop star instead. So that's what we're chasing now. But yeah, through playing more gigs with Cami, and wanting kind of a fuller sound, we tacked on Abby for an EP release show in April 2021. And since that show, we've been a band. We started like just tacking on Abby for shows here and there. And then we were like, oh, it's kind of annoying to bill these gigs as like Emily Antonacci, Cami Proctor, and Abby Hayes. And we decided to be a band. So yeah, but we were all like doing music independently before starting this in April 2021.
I don't know what just happened here. My headphones went. I can still hear you.
Okay.
But it was loud and then
Okay.
soft. Hopefully you people out there can hear fine. By the way, if you want to watch live on Facebook, go to the Billy Rose page live on Facebook and you can watch.
I forgot you were live on Facebook. I'm excited to go back and watch. As I almost fell off my stool. It was a really great
And
moment for us.
Cammy's bending over to get you. Oh, don't call.
Hello.
I can't see who it was. Anyway, yeah. So, okay. I guess we should address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
I mean, it's nothing as far as I'm concerned. But you're very upfront as a band.
About the gay thing.
Yes. You say we're a 3-piece queer girl band.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, do you ever get any feedback or any negative?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really?
It's only happened twice, and it was just online.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of got excited because I was like, oh my gosh, like we have reach. Like people aren't just being nice to us because they know us. Like people are being rude because they don't know us. And that means people who don't know us can find us. Yeah, the first one was on Twitter. We were playing a Pride event, and the rhetoric around like drag queens being evil came up, and I was like, okay, dude. And I just reported it to Twitter, and it was taken down. So I was like, okay. And then the other time, we had like the Daily Illini over in Champaign, Illinois, wrote an article about us, and somebody on the Facebook post was like, the word queer offends me. And I was like, okay, queen, I wasn't saying it at you. I was saying it at me.
Right.
You know, when I was a young guy, that was a long time ago, people used the word queer to offend people,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
to be offensive term. But the LGBTQ, did I get them all?
Yeah, you got it.
Community
I lie.
has taken that word back
Mhm.
and made it something that they use themselves, and they've taken it as a weapon,
Mm-hmm.
taken it away from those who would use it as a weapon.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think
It's a great like in-group way to say like I'm part of this community, which love the acronym, you know? It's got a lot of letters though. So sometimes it's nice to just be like, we're queer. One syllable instead of 7.
You know, when I was a young guy, people would call me all kinds of names,
Mm-hmm.
but not queer wasn't one of them. But you know, everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so. Well, I guess I was younger in school and there's stuff there, but it's so idiotic. I mean, why? What do you care
Mm-hmm.
for one thing? And it just drove me nuts for
Mhm.
years. I went to school with a guy who didn't realize, he was queer,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of knew, I thought,
Okay.
I think you are.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, no,
Mhm.
no way, And, well, you might be, no, I'm not. No. But now I am.
Amazing.
I said,
I'm glad he figured that out.
Did any of you go through anything like that? Or
such as like people being like, "You're gay," and us not knowing.
Yeah.
I guess I had a friend in middle school who was like, "Are you gay?" And I was like, "No, no, 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 no." But then I got a little older. I was like, a smidgen. And I'm very upfront about it. But yeah, I guess we're so upfront about it because like we don't want to work with people who are gonna be rude about it.
Right. I totally get that.
Being upfront really helps us to stay safe because, and I'm sure as folks will notice as we start playing some of the tunes we're going to play tonight, a lot of the music that we make, you know, it involves explicitly like gay lyrics and stuff, and some songs are a little more overt than others. Like I know that it can, you know, somebody can sing a song and, you know, people will take it a million different ways, but there are moments that are very overt, and I think it's really important, one, for us to be very upfront about the fact that that is the kind of music we're making and the kind of people, the people that we are, because it helps keep us safe, and like Emily was saying, helps us work with people who we know, you know, support queer people, but also like it helps to signal to our audience if we have any listeners that are also queer or gay, like it helps them you know that they are safe at our shows. That's a big thing for us, is we only want to take shows where anybody can come into the room and be safe.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's wonderful. I think I was in 7th grade when Lola, the Kink song Lola, came out.
Okay.
But none of my friends knew what it was about. I caught it. I thought, you don't understand? She walked like a woman but talked like a man. You don't understand what that means?
Okay.
No? What do you mean? I said, well, and you know, the part where he says, I'm not the most masculine man, but I know what I am, and I'm glad I'm a man, and so is Lola. You don't understand? What? No? And then they all go, oh my God. I said, don't you think that's the coolest song? I don't know. You know, I used to like that song, but it's like, and that's so crazy. I used to like that song, but now they don't. I don't understand. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. First of all, what do you care? It's just a song, and it probably happened, you know, to Ray Davies. Who knows? It could have, it could not have, but you know, it's not a big deal. If it happened, it happened. Okay, live with it. It's like, gee, we're all in this world together. Anyway, enough with that.
Love it.
Enough.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay. So you're the primary songwriter, Emily?
Yep.
So when you write a song, do you write for yourself or do you write for the fans or?
Ooh, great cue. I started writing just for myself. Like I said, I went to business school for a year, which looking back and looking at my life now and who I am now, I'm like, what? What was that? But yeah, I always thought music would be just kind of like a thing I did on the side. Even though all along it was the thing that made me happy all the time. So I was just writing for myself. I would say most of our recorded music I wrote with the intention of just like having it for myself. But now, I guess I feel like in like 2021, I really didn't write that many songs because the song Messy ended up getting quite a bit of traction. It's, I think, at like 700,000 streams on Spotify now,
Nice.
which I never expected in a trillion years. And so
You made a buck.
I did. It paid for our album and the EP,
Great.
and we were very, very grateful for it. But yeah, I was like, oh God, but people are listening. People are really listening. So I was kind of frozen by that for a bit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it would be, you know, like, oh wow.
Yeah. But then I was like, well, this sucks. Not songwriting sucks, because I just felt like I had to outdo myself. every time, and putting that kind of pressure on myself just made me not write at all. So I did some work in my brain and with my fantastic therapist to get that under control. And yeah, I mean, I'm not churning out songs every week, but I'm writing what I need to now, and that feels great. Yeah.
Wow. And you other two guys contribute, I'm sure, now and then, or how does it all work when you go to record something?
Oh yeah. Yeah, when it comes to the songwriting, our earlier stuff, definitely Emily was doing like all the songwriting pretty much. But these days we have opened up a little bit to me and Emily will collaborate because I'm also a songwriter, and so it has kind of been a little more collaborative recently. But yeah, as for how our production stuff goes, I actually take on a lot of our like production tasks. I am a music producer, so for our album, except for the drums and a few little things, pretty much everything we actually recorded at my home studio. So that was really nice. And we talked about paying for our album, and that made it a lot more affordable because we were able to, we worked with my friend, our co-producer Connor, who was just wonderful. He was like the mix engineer, handled that kind of stuff, but I was doing like the recording and the tracking because that's kind of my expertise. But yeah, we pretty much just kept getting together at my house and tracking until everything was done. But before we sat down to do that, we were just meeting at my house and playing and getting the arrangements exactly how we wanted. And it was a weird time to be recording an album because we really weren't playing many shows. Because there wasn't a lot going on.
Kind of hard to get a response
yeah.
to a song if you aren't playing the show.
Right. And it was like literally so freshly after the vaccines were released for COVID, and so they're just venues weren't having a ton of shows, and we kind of were like, well, let's just focus on recording with this time when we kind of can't play shows. Let's make an album. Why not? When will we ever have the time again?
Yeah.
How about you, Abby? They said they recorded everything except the drums. That left you out. Where were you?
In the basement, locked in a cage.
No, we actually didn't have like the stuff we needed to record drums. So we went to our friend Connor, who would rent or recently bought all the like drum mics we needed, and he would do all the recording and mixing for that. And so yeah, that's just how we did that. And for writing it, we just kind of it's fun when we write songs because Emily just brings in like the song she wrote, she'll play it for us, and then we'll be like, okay. And then we just all kind of just cycle it and jam through it like quite a bit, and then once we're done, we do it. And now recently we'll be capable of recording our own drums because we have enough mics now. Cami has supplied us with tons of mics, so we're gonna take on the project fully ourselves.
So Cami, you're the mic lady.
I am the mic lady. Yeah, you could call me a real mic fiend. Yeah, God, I've accrued quite the collection.
Really?
Also, too, just like I have so many wonderful friends who we lend each other gear all the time because it's so expensive that we'll just kind of allow each other to borrow whatever so that we don't have to go buy it. So yeah, I know that we could get our hands on what we needed to try tracking drums. And the best part is, if we don't get a sound we like, we have so many other friends who produce wonderful music that we'd be able to reach out to. But there really is a financial interest in learning how to do these things yourself, because recording music with somebody in their studio, it's really not cheap. And it's very much well worth the money. Producers and recording and mix engineers deserve to be paid what they receive because they're amazing. But like, if you can take that, if I can take the brunt of that, that helps us have money to go travel, to buy gas, to buy food and hotels when we tour and stuff. Like, so yeah, I don't know. I just kind of started picking up those skills because I figured it would be really advantageous to have control over that aspect of things.
Right, gotcha. Well, we've been talking so much. You've got to take a break. So we'll take a little break, and when we come back, maybe they'll do a song or two. We're halfway through already.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Anyway. You're listening to Midwest Review live on MAC FM 94.7, coming to you from the Wild Rose Casino and Hotel Studio, and brought to you by the Block That Rocks, Savannah, Illinois. We'll be right back.
My
We
God.
got you covered. That 94.7 FM, you play everything.
That was awesome.
We're 25 minutes now.
Wow.
Facebook
Facebook Live still rolling?
What's that?
That's the Facebook Live still
Yeah.
rolling?
Where's
Hey,
the
party
camera?
people. Right there on the
Oh,
tripod.
oh.
The itty bitty
I
webcam.
feel embarrassed. I've been like,
Pick out all interior finishes.
is this gonna see like the top of my
head? 815-259-2200 or visit Iron Ison's Construction Facebook page.
Yeah, we'll start.
It's cold out.
Yeah.
On Friday,
Cool.
Saturday, and Sunday,
Yeah, just,
we will
give us a point
Happy Joe's.
when it's time.
We'll
We'll do it.
delivery. Enjoy our bundle deal: a large pizza, any way you like, a small cheese stick, and your choice of sauce and soda. For all Feed the family and stay warm.
I was sitting here earlier eating a taco thing. Oh, mouth-watering taco. Mouth-watering taco.
dads are working the
The
influence of Mac FM.
Service
Mhm.
and study
Truly
located
noted.
equipment. Call them today.
Yeah, we have
563
fries, but we want cold biscuits.
Yeah.
0004.
Yeah, we like got to town earlier than we thought we would. So I texted Revue. I was like, hey, like we're gonna be early, is that okay? And they're like, no, go get food. Don't come here. In a professional way, they said, like,
Snow likely tomorrow. Daytime highs approaching 26. Overcast skies. Snow likely again tomorrow night. Lows dip around 12. Cloudy skies expected. 1 to 3 inches of snow tomorrow through tomorrow night. I'm weatherology meteorologist Paul Trombley. Right now, 28.
And I'm Billy Rose. You're listening to Midwest Review Live with Emily the Band from Peoria, Illinois. They're all sitting here in the studio, and I think they want to play. Want to hear a song? Okay, you got a song for us, guys?
sure do. Hit it. This one is from their debut album, and it's called Woman.
I swear, I swear. 'cause I kept saying the same old thing. So here's song number 4. Let me mind, I tried to break you out of my mind. Cross your fingers, say goodbye, oh goodbye.
There it is.
I'm not laughing at you guys.
What's up?
I'm laughing at the darn camera. For
Oh.
some reason, it in the middle of the song, it went way over to the
Oh, weird.
and it was on the sign there. So I'm trying to move it back, and now it keeps zooming in on
Of-
Cam.
Of course it does.
And I don't know. I'm trying to
Look at
control
that.
it, but
You
it
gotta
won't
keep
let me
an eye on
control
that
it.
one. So does it like move
Yeah, well,
around?
yeah, you can pan and stuff
Whoa.
and zoom in and out, but it's doing it on its own. So
Okay.
people that are watching,
The robots are
Not
taking
me.
over.
sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah, well, nice. And that was I Swear,
That was called Bullet.
Bullet.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries.
I listened to the album. No.
Does that happen very often? Do people call in very often during the show?
Not when I'm sitting here alone. Anyway, I have to ask,
Okay.
when you put the album together in the order,
Mhm.
how did you go about that? Because for me,
Mhm.
I was listening and it seemed to me like, okay, a song and a step, and then next a hop, and then a giant step. And what was your method on how to put it together?
I think it was partially like grouped by themes a little bit, and also I remember Cammie and I sat down and looked at all of the chords to all of the songs and figured out how to make them kind of flow into each other. Because some of my favorite records have tracks that just like flow seamlessly, like
Right.
Forget and Not Slow Down by Reliant K. I don't know if it's just nostalgic or if it's like super quality, and I'm gonna say it's both, but that's one of my favorite albums ever, and that was the first time that I heard like songs and tracks that just flow into each other. And I knew I definitely wanted that on the album. There I go again, almost fallen. Yeah, Cammie, do you have a comment?
No, I mean I feel like that pretty much covers all of the bases. Yeah, it's really cool because I feel like the songs are a little bit grouped kind of by maturity as well. When it comes to themes and subjects, and the heartbreaks within the song get more and more complex and nuanced as Emily was writing songs as, you know, an aging person growing up.
Yeah, because the first track on the whole thing is the, I guess, demo voice memo I took when I was 12, because I wrote the one till the end in April of 2013 when I was freshly 12. And
So you've been writing a long time.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're all good. Yeah, I've been writing for like as long as I can remember being a sentient human being. So, yeah, but then by Brooklyn Lady, it's like, you know, it's more complicated and messy. Yeah, I like what you said about the progress of maturity, because I mean, hopefully I grew from 12 to 20, but I guess only the album can say.
Like when I was listening, it kind of reminded me of watching a little kid grow up on a soap opera.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're born,
Uh-huh.
then a couple weeks later they're 5 years old, and a few months later they're 17. It's like, what? Yeah, that's what was kind of running through my head. Excuse me.
No worries.
Anyway, I lost my track.
No worries.
I don't know where I was going.
That's
Anyway,
Should we play
I've got
another
a few
song while you
things written
think?
down here. What's that?
Oh, I was going to say, should we play another song while you think? But up to you. I kind of want to answer the phone.
Why don't you go ahead and do another song?
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea. Get me off the hook.
I thought we were gonna get the phone.
Whoever keeps calling, just Facebook message us because I really want to know what's going on. Which one are we doing, kid?
Let's do Blurred Lines and Pretty Words.
Okay, cool. This one's called Blurred Lines and Pretty Words. This features Cameron on the melodica for our audio listeners who can't see it. But if you've never heard of it, it is a keyboard wind instrument that sounds like a bus. Party bus. If that was super loud, sorry. Cool. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take me back to the word go. Tell me I'm not good enough, good enough. Would have learned less than taking it slow. You let the ache intensify and linger. Stop blinding hearts with blurred lines and pretty words, baby. But feeling lost in you. Words you spoke on our last phone call. Now I look like a fool, but I won't take back the words I said to you. I don't need your consolation. You love me or you don't. You stay here or you won't. Pushing you out of midnight time. Pressing resume on my lifetime. Stop blinding hearts with blurred lines and pretty words, babe. But feeling lost mutual words you spoke on our last phone call. Now I look like a fool, but I won't take back the words I said to you. I'm glad it makes you feel the way you did to me. I had your intentions. You can't say the same thing. A million times a minute is quite fast for our heart to beat. But I'm glad it makes you feel the way you did to me. Oh, baby, stop blinding hearts with blurred lines and pretty words, baby. But feeling lost mutual it to you.
Ah, nice.
Thank
Very
you.
nice. That's good stuff, I should say.
Oh my gosh, I'm honored.
Yeah, good stuff. I like that. No,
Take
what
a
is it?
shot
They
every
wait till
time.
I start talking and call.
Calls.
What's the deal? Anyway, so you're going down to the View after you're done here, right?
Yes. Yeah, we will be starting, I believe, at 7:30 and playing till 9. Hanging out. We went in earlier for a sound check. It's a super cool room, and we're pumped that you hooked us up with them.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Me and Brooke kind of try to work together, because, I mean, I think if you're good enough to come here to be on the radio, then it'd be nice to have something to do or play right afterwards.
Mhm.
That's kind of my thinking on it. Anyway, hopefully that works out good for you. And you people out there listening, if you like the sound, go down and meet the guys. You don't have any merch or anything?
We do have merch. We forgot our t-shirts at the venue, unless we would have given you one, but we have super cool tiger tees. Cameron drew a tiger based on one of our songs that the tiger was featured in our lyric booklet for the album. So we decided to make it into t-shirts, which you can get on our Etsy if you are a listener from far. We also have CDs. We have cassette tapes, which is very exciting. Those are a collaboration with Failed Poem Records in Champaign. I guess technically Sedoris, Illinois. But all of the proceeds from that go to the Center for Prevention of Abuse in Peoria.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that's been a really fun thing. We got to take a tour of their facilities, and it was just awesome. But we have cassettes, all that to say. And then we have stickers. 2 of the 3 designs are Cameron originals. And we sometimes will have like prints of concert posters for different shows, and Cami designs those as well. So a whole bunch of things.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Cami, you're an artist too, or not only a musical artist, but
Yeah, I draw as well. Digital. I've just gotten into digital drawing, which is a nice thing to know how to do because it's super fun for one. Would highly recommend to anyone who enjoys drawing to maybe if you can invest in digital drawing, get yourself a drawing tablet. Super fun. But I've been getting into that, and it's a great skill to have to get like printable items and to design merch and take part in like graphic design and stuff. But yeah, I really I've only recently started drawing for the project because I used to be like fairly private about the fact that I like enjoyed drawing. I don't know why, but yeah, I just kind of started making stuff for the project, and people have really enjoyed it, and it's been really nice.
Yeah, that's good. You were hiding it from people.
I suppose I was. Yeah, when I was in high school, I used to have like an online account, an online Instagram account for my
Cami
drawings.
Cookie 2001.
Yeah, Cami Cookie 2001.
Now deactivated. So
I deactivated it. I kind of regret that. I don't know. I was going through a weird phase where I was like, nobody needs to know that I do this. I'm only a musician. That's what's valuable about me. But that's not. Don't think about yourself that way. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. So I did end up deleting it. But honestly, I'm kind of thinking about starting another online presence for my artwork and stuff because it's something that I really enjoy, and people can be more than one thing. But when I was a teen, for a minute there, I was really trying to pigeonhole myself into the whole music thing. But yeah,
I finally got control of this darn camera. It was down aiming at the floor while you were talking. So. Anybody watching online, sorry about the camera. It's doing its own thing here. I'm trying to control it, but anyway, Emily.
Yes.
I love the song Relics.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's a line in there that I would like you to explain a little further, maybe.
All right.
The line says, I keep relics of the mess we made. Can you talk a little bit about?
Yeah, so I was in a whirlwind relationship, and I guess I was 19, or I guess 18, turning 19 soon, and like learning that people are multifaceted and complicated, and that the person I had been in a relationship was not 100% bad or 100% good. So yeah, I was kind of figuring out how to move on with this new like baggage, but not in like a horrible way. Like I don't know, with this new experience, how to continue having young adult relationships. So yeah, and I'm a very like sentimental person, and I have like a bin in my bedroom at my parents' house that I used to reside in, and I call it my memory box, and it just has a bunch of items in it. And so it has like wristbands from a carnival we went to, and a scrunchie that I gave them, and then after we ended things, they gave it back to me in a grocery bag with a sweatshirt I had lent them, and I cried. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I can't wear the scrunchie anymore. So I put it in the box, and that is one of the relics of the mess we made.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Now it makes complete sense. Could you push that wire into the mic? I don't know if for some reason your mic cuts out and comes back on. And I'm not doing it, people. So
okay.
Don't blame me.
Is it consistent now? Are we all good?
Yeah.
Ish? A little?
Kind of.
Should I talk into Cammy's mic?
When it's working good, it sounds nice and clear and loud, but now it sounds like kind of
strange.
Anyway,
got a ghost in the room.
That
and the camera
and the phone is ringing off the hook.
The technology ghost.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah. There's another song, Boyfriend.
Yes.
In that song, she met a boy who stole her mind, and now it's gone.
Mm-hmm. You want the analysis?
Yeah, please.
I met a boy. I couldn't stop thinking about him, and then I felt a little cuckoo bananas due to the fact that he did not like women, and I am a woman, kind of. So yeah, I felt like kind of foolish. I guess I had a habit of like falling in love with gay men.
Really?
Which I've talked to a lot of like queer femme people, and it's a semi-common experience. But yeah, I felt so foolish. I was like, I'm fully in love with somebody who literally cannot love me back the way I want them to. Yeah. So I wrote a song about it, and then in the song, I'm like, oh, wham, I'll never tell him. And then I told him in an Olive Garden.
Oh, really?
Olive Garden, if you hear this, please give us a brand deal.
And he was really cool about it.
He was so cool about it. I have a video that I took that I sent to Cammy after I told him. It's us, and I'm like, hey Cammy, just told Redacted about the song, and he liked it.
Well, that's good. We got to take another break.
Okay.
And then we've got like 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
So we're going to have to do a couple more songs.
Alrighty.
We'll slip them in. And it doesn't matter if we go a little long because my boss is so used to my uncharacteristic timing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got Emily the band live here in the studio. We'll be right back with more from them after these messages.
With Old Man Winter on the way, now is the time to get your vehicle ready for those hardest highways in the month.
I want to put
At
them on
Tandem
blast.
Tire, we specialize in tires, but our services expand to brakes.
Yeah,
clutches,
we'll play. Let's do
tune-ups,
relics
and so
next.
much more.
If you
Well,
have
the
a car
relative
issue, whether
boyfriend.
it's engine or
Bam.
tires, we invite you to come see us
Topical.
at 105 South 2nd Street at Tandem Tire.
Well,
Our
the
work
camera
done
is
professionally,
staying in
done
place
affordably,
for right
done
now.
right. Oh, did I mention that we
Maybe
also
it
price
will
match
through the
at Tandem
sun.
Tire? We know tires, we know service, we know you.
I looked and it's right down the floor.
The weather is brought to you by Mike's Body
I wonder if
Shop.
they
would
actually
like to thank
ended up
their
Facebook
customers for
messaging us.
supporting them for over 45 years. They look forward to continuing to offer
The
their
answer
great
is
services.
no.
Mike's Body Shop is located in Lowell.
So curious.
7 to 5. Here's your forecast from the MAC 94.7 Wild Rose Casino Weather Center. Lows dip down to around
Is there a
18
weather center
tonight
here?
under mainly cloudy skies. Northwest
Oh.
winds 8 to 15 miles
They're
per hour.
actually in
Snow likely
Minnesota.
tomorrow
Oh.
daytime.
We contract through
26
them.
Oh,
overcast
cool.
skies.
It's the
Snow likely again
the
tomorrow
school
night.
up
Lows
there
dip
where they
down to
do
around 12.
teach
Cloudy skies
meteorology.
expected.
Yeah, that's pretty
1
cool.
to 3 inches of snow tomorrow through tomorrow night. I'm meteorology meteorologist Paul Trombley. Right now, 28.
And I'm Billy Rose. You're listening to Emily the Band live here in the KMCN studio. And it comes to you from the Wild Rose Casino and Hotel studio, brought to you by the Block That Rocks Savannah, Illinois. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate it. So, geez, we're almost out of time. And we've been talking so much. We want to hear some more music. What do you think?
All right, let's do it.
Okay, can we hear 2 in a row?
Yeah, let's do it. Rapid fire.
All right. Emily the Band.
This one's called Relics.
We were sweet, weren't we? And that's why my eyes sing. I ran away because our fires didn't burn the same. I hate biting my tongue. Kissed your cheek till you stayed. Feeling that was our last Friday. You tasted like lemonade, sweeter than cocaine. I will. Nothing ever tastes the same. But I'll still read your poetry when crow's feet remain. And when our cheeks will hurt the same, and I'll keep relics of the mess we made. Relics of the mess we made. Thankful for every page. My heart melted with each joke you made. Who's your next news? Who's mine? Whose will I be? Will we find ourselves in between the lines? I'll still read your poetry when I'm old and crow's feet remain. And when our cheeks will hurt the same, I'll keep relics of the mess we made. Relics of the mess we made. One cold night, one stone bench, two of us, two young kids, and strong words I never said aloud. One cold night, one stone bench, two of us, two young kids, and these strong words I never never said aloud. But I'll still read your poetry when I'm old. Crow's feet remain from when our cheeks would hurt the same. And I'll keep relics of the mess we made. Relics of the mess we made. One cold night, one last kiss, no it hurts. Just kids, I'm sorry it all ended up like this. Who's your next news? Who is mine? And whose will I be? Will we find ourselves in between the lines?
Cool. Thanks, Billy. All
Good
right.
stuff. Yeah.
Rapid fire, boyfriend, go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. She has a thing for common sense, empathy, and self-confidence. Oh, she met a boy who stole her mind, and now it's gone. And she sings, come back, come back, come back to me. I do believe you have taken things from what's mine. Yeah. Maybe one day we'll return. You'll never know what he did to her, and she'd never tell him. Go back home to his boyfriend. She knows the feeling all too well. Butterflies and pretending she can't tell that she knows exactly how this is gonna end, and it will soon. She still sings, come back, come back, come back to me. I do believe you have taken things that were once mine. Yeah. Maybe one day we'll return. You'll never know what he did to her, and she'd never tell him. He'll go back home to his boyfriend. He'll be across the ocean soon. She'll still be dancing in her room. She'll move along, but he's never gone. He'll check back in once in a while, never knowing that behind her smile. She was once sinking. Come back, come back, come back to me. I do believe you have taken things that were once mine. And maybe one day he will return. He'll never know what he did to her, and she'd never tell him. Oh no. Come back, come back, come back to me. I do believe you have taken things that were once mine. Maybe one day
That's good stuff there. Somebody even said that's good stuff on.
Yay!
So your mic kind of cut in and out.
Okay.
You know what? There wasn't a mic there, so I stole that mic out of the bag that he uses for remotes.
Oh, I see.
And he's always breaking up on remotes, and that's why he could never figure it out. It's that doggone
It's this
mic.
one. Well, if you want to hear the full unchoppy version, you can look up our album on your favorite streaming service, Emily the Band, The Heartbreak Album.
Or you can come to the View
That's what I was
after
gonna
this.
say. Yeah.
Got no
There you go.
plans tonight? You do now.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, make it out if you'd like to. We would love to see you. And honestly, between you and me, if you come up to me and you say, "Cammy,"
Whoa.
"Hey, I came to the show. Give me a free sticker." I will give you a free sticker.
There you go.
Free stickers.
Yeah, just one per customer. Oh, just kidding. No, but seriously, I will.
Cool. Well, so what have you got coming up here soon? Anything?
We've got show tonight. We have show Saturday in Champaign, Illinois, and the following Friday in Urbana, Illinois. They're right next to each other.
Right.
And the one in Urbana on February 10th is with our friend Patty Pershela and our soon-to-be friends, Bandits on the Run. So that'll be a blast.
We're so excited for that. We love Patty Pershela and are big fans of Bandits on the Run. So it's kind of a surreal experience to get to share the stage with them.
Yeah, Patty is just a delight. She was the reason we were able to play in Nashville back in October. So yeah, excited to be reunited and hopefully working on some new tunes and hopefully writing with Patty when she's in town.
She was just at John Taylor's place.
Yeah, and I think she'll be back like
In
a week
March
from
or
tomorrow. Something like that, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm just talking. That's what I do. I get paid to talk.
There you go.
Anyway, I want to really thank you guys for coming. It's been fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself too.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah. So go down to the View right now. You can beat them down there if you're fast. Otherwise, they're going to be there, but you don't start till like 7:30 or something.
Yeah.
About a half hour or so.
Cool.
So go down there now, okay? Do it. Thank you again. I appreciate you coming, and I love your music.
Thank you.
Got great sound. And next time, if you come back, I'll make sure you have
okay.
working mics.
Cool.
So that one cut in and out. And maybe the camera's on the floor again. I have no control over it, people. Anyway, that's it. That's all we got time for. They're going down to the View now, so you head down there too. Meet them down there. Until next week, I'll be back next week, same time, 4 o'clock till 6 o'clock. And do I have anybody? No, nobody live coming up tomorrow, next week. I'll have to check. Anyway, I'll be back 4 o'clock next week, so you tune in then, won't you? Until then, don't forget, reuse, repurpose, recycle, reduce, and repair. I gotta go. Bye. I love you.
Can we answer it?
Now we'll find it. Hello? Mac FM. Pardon me? Who? Cammy? Just a minute.
Is it for you?
Somebody wants to talk.
Is there a speaker function? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Are you pulling our leg?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. That means so much. Hey, this person on the phone says we're awesome.
Yay!
Hey, thanks. Oh, wonderful. So you're saying you qualify for the free sticker? Oh, are you going to be at the show tonight? Oh no!
Well,
Oh no!
sorry to say.
Yeah, we'd love that. Honestly, yeah, we would really like that. Yeah, and I promise, if that shakes out, or if you ever see us live, just whisper it again, and I will give you a free sticker. I can guarantee.